Well, hello, everybody. This is Dr. Troy Dukowitz of the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results in your life and business. Today's topic is this. I can't find the attachment. So, the last few podcasts, I have been enjoying myself as I've been talking about Wyatt and his car wash that's made out of PVC pipe. Now, I should say probably it is Wyatt's. He got it for his birthday, but he and his brother both play with it. They love it. Even Walker, who's now 1 year old, they all love the car wash, the PVC pipe car wash. Now, the thing is that in order to make this car wash go, and in case you haven't heard previous podcasts, I'll give you the description. We're talking about something that's probably around, I'm guessing and saying maybe 15 feet long. I've thought 20, but maybe it's closer to 15 feet long. It's made out of 1-inch PVC pipe. And it basically goes up. There's like a wall on the left. Not a wall, but there's a structure that goes up to the left. It goes over your head, and then it goes back down. And all of these PVC pipes are attached, okay? And they all come back to one main spout where you hook up a hose, and then the water goes into the PVC pipes. There are holes, H-O-L-E-S, holes that have been put into the PVC pipes, and boom, water comes out. Instant car wash. There are sponges that are hanging from it, and the kids can go through, and they have an absolute blast going through this thing. Well, as I set this up a couple days ago, what happened is that as I set it up, Watson, my 5-year-old, is trying to hook up the hose, and he's like, "Daddy, I can't get this to hook up." "Don't worry, buddy, I'll be right there. We'll figure it out." Well, come to find out, we had two of the same pieces. I guess it'd be called the male piece on the hose. And so it was male piece going to male piece, and we're going, okay, well, these are not going to connect. I can't sit there and just hold it and hope that the water goes through. I need to get the attachment, and there's an attachment, an adapter that I needed to be able to hook up to the pipe that would then shoot the water through. The problem is I couldn't find it. As I searched high and low, I could not find where this particular attachment was. And what I found interesting is even in my mind, all I'm doing is looking for a solution. I'm looking in the garage and trying to find pieces, and in my head I'm thinking, okay, well, man, what can I use? There's got to be a substitute. But I'm going down a path of solutions. And all too many times in life, what do people do? Even in this instance, it might be, maybe some of you are going, yeah, I wouldn't have spent that much time looking. I would have been the guy to just say, "Sorry, kids, not going to happen, but you can keep playing." Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's where you would have gone. But for me, I was looking for a solution. And that solution became, we have what's called a soaker hose. Now, a soaker hose is pretty cool because what's interesting about this is it goes back to our landscaping days here just a couple months ago as our landscaper tore through our sewage line. Don't worry, I won't hit you with that story. Again, go back about 20 podcasts and you'll be able to listen to that. But we have this thing called a soaker hose, which we needed for our sod and for the new things that were planted. And a soaker hose is a flat hose, and then it has holes in it which shoot in different directions. So I'm going, wait a minute, I can hook up the soaker hose. I'll make this car wash even better. I'll drag the soaker hose around the car wash so that all sides, including the front and the back, the kids are getting nailed. Well, not only did the kids get nailed, even the adults did. Super cool. And so I go and I hook this up. Kids are like, "What are you doing?" They can't really figure it out until I turn on the water. And we've got 4 little boys who are just ecstatic about this car wash. I mean, they were excited. They literally lined up. They lined up their cars in front of the car wash waiting to get in. It was super cool. And so now they're ecstatic, yay! And they start going through one by one by one. The point in this becomes, I could have easily just said, you know what, guys, you're just going to have to go ahead and play this way and we'll figure something else out. But I found a solution. And I don't say that to impress upon you. That's not the type of thing that's going to get your Father of the Year award. I don't say that to impress you, but to impress upon you the importance of finding solutions. This one maybe for many of you listening is dude, that was kind of easy. I would have got a sprinkler and done the same thing. But now let's look at other areas of your life. Where are other areas of your life where maybe you gave up, where you didn't look for the solution, where you didn't look for the sprinkler? Because what I can tell you is that in every challenge that we have, every difficulty that we have, there is a solution. And if we're willing to focus on the solution versus focusing on the problem, we will grow and expand at a much quicker rate than we would have ever imagined. But what happens in life is too many times people focus on the problem. Too many times people let the problem get them down, let the problem slow them down, let the problem detract them and get them off course for goals and targets that they may have. But the person who becomes solution-oriented looks at the problem and says, yeah, it sucks, but I'm going to find a solution. Maybe it's in your health and you're not happy with where your weight is, but you can't seem to figure out how to lose the weight. Maybe it's in your spirituality and you're really upset because you haven't been to church in 4 months, but yet you're the person who's out there Bible thumping, telling everybody they should go to church. Maybe it's in your relationships, and for some reason you keep butting heads with your spouse, and instead of actually trying to find a solution, you keep pointing fingers and blaming him or her for the problems that you're having. Maybe it's at your business that you're upset with your team or your staff, or things aren't working out in one way or another, and computers or whatever, things aren't going right, and instead of looking for solutions, you keep pointing fingers. It's really easy to do. It's easy to fall back and play this game called being a victim, but victimhood and success are incompatible. So in order to shift from victimhood, I have to shift to a solution-oriented person, a person who takes responsibility for their life and they look for solutions. I'm going to find a solution for this problem, for this challenge. I'm going to take it on head on instead of shying away. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to do what it takes. There's just such a different mentality behind this when you look at this. And you yourself know right now, and going through descriptions here, where maybe in your life recently, you have found yourself looking at the problem more than you've been looking at the solution. And there's no power in the problem. The power comes from the solution. The power comes from your ability and your certainty and your confidence to identify a solution and then implement that solution. The problem, if you stay focused on it, only creates weakness. It creates distraction. It takes you out of focus for what really matters in life. So when we become a solution-oriented person, great shit happens. For these kids, for them, the experience that they had on one Tuesday in the month of June is something that they will remember forever. And the car wash is out for the summer, so now they'll be able to experience it throughout the course of the summer. And they'll remember either the attachment or the hose. Either way, they'll remember summer days of going through the car wash. All because one man was willing to look for a solution. The solutions that you search for will not just affect your life, but they will affect the lives of the people that you love, the lives of the people that you work with, and maybe the lives of the people who are paying you for service in whatever industry that you might be in or that you're providing a service for. This creates a ripple effect that can affect people for generations to come. And that might sound a little cheesy to you, and that's okay. I don't care. It ain't easy being cheesy. But the fact of the matter is that when you become a solution-oriented person, you start to become a stronger leader, and people follow that leader. So that's all I've got for you here today. Hey, I'm Dr. Troy Dukowitz. If you haven't already, please head on over to commitandgo.com. Check it out. See what you think over there about what it is that we're doing here. Reach out to me if you have any questions. You want to share some breakthroughs or successes. I love it when people do that. Dr. Troy, DRTROY at commitandgo.com. Or check out commitandgo.com. See what we got going on. That's all I've got for you here today. This is the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results in your life and business. We'll hear you next time.